Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is Monday, time for another story review. Tonight we got Joe and Linda. Hi, guys. How are you?
How you doing?
Look at it. You got a moo on and a Hawaiian shirt, and I'm in the tank top I was wearing yesterday.
Hey,
something wrong with this picture. I should probably
what's wrong with this picture here?
I should probably change my clothes more often than twice every 3 days. It's so hot here, but it's changing tomorrow to be back to like what we call even under normal. So starting tomorrow, I'll probably be refreshing shirts with sleeves on soon. Yay. I am ready for a nice cool day. I'm tired. I'm tired of summer. And I like living here, but it's hot. And right now, all the fires from Cali, right now, our sun looks about this big because of the smoke over Vegas. So staying inside. And hey, since we're inside, let's do a store review. So, Pollyanna Grammy. Where could that name come from?
Tell him, honey.
Well, I had a little granddaughter, and I was going to be Grandma. That was my idea. But she kept calling me. And I'm like, why is she doing that? And I finally figured out it's because when she came to see us, I'd say, you came to see me. And I'd say, come sit by me or come hug me. So then I said, well, how about Grammy? And that worked. And Pollyanna, I just always loved Pollyanna, the story, the movie.
Although long, it's easy. Like Tiki Pug music, it's 3 words that are easy. Pollyanna Grammy, pretty easy. So I always like names like that. When people are like, yeah, I'm Liz 397-Q pi squared. I'm like, no.
To the 12th power, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so when I sat down last night after a long day of doing stuff, I'm like, all right, let me work on this store. Let me see how many items. Holy crap, 4,733 items. I was like, whoa, biggest store I've looked at yet. So, yeehaw.
We missed every day.
And I can tell.
It's
all right, so let's start with the oldest thing first. Now, I asked Joe, I said, hey, what's your guys' oldest thing? And you guys have multiple stores. We're just working on this one today. But you didn't tell me, how old is this listing?
73. No, not
73. You can't see. I'm sorry, you can't see it.
It was 13.
2013.
Okay, I'm like 73.
Yeah, it was 2013. There we go.
All right. So a couple things. If you've got something in your store for 7 years, it's time to clean out.
Hello.
And it is time to clean out because you're just spinning your wheels, and you've had this listed for 7 years, and it's an item that, when not on sale, is only $9 to begin with. But here's a couple of things. For starters, alligator is spelled wrong. So that's number one.
Hey, I never noticed that. There you go.
Now, secondly, I didn't even know this. I was just doing a little research. He's got a name. It's Ben Alligator. And here's the funniest part of all of this. I shipped 40 packages today, and one of my customers' name was Gator. I'm like,
weird. That happens all the time.
I'm guessing Gator's a good old boy.
That's my guess too.
But yeah, obviously, misspellings we don't ever do on purpose. We never usually notice until someone else says, hey, alligator has 2 L's. But things I would do if you're going to continue to sell this, you don't have a lot in your descriptions. Now, here's the one thing I want to see you start getting rid of. I'm assuming you guys thrift. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't know where these items come from. So when you say smoke free, you might not be able to smell it. But if it did come from a smoker at some point, someone who is super duper sensitive will be able to smell it. Yeah, so you're setting yourself up.
That's her.
Too high of expectations. If you don't say it and someone smells it slightly, they won't say anything. But if you do say it doesn't smell and someone can smell it, then you've created the problem. Just don't say that.
Okay.
Just don't even say it. I used to say, I used to do that too. And then I said it comes from a dog home. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just cutting all that out. Someone says anything, we'll deal with it after the fact. And I've never had an issue since. Also, Captain Hook is from Peter Pan, obviously. And so I would definitely get that either in the title or in your item specifics.
I like your first idea.
Get rid of it. All All right. So based on how long you've had this store, and I think because what I noticed going through the store is there's no rhyme nor reason to some have international shipping, some don't. Some have 14-day return policy, some have 60.
Changed over the years.
And so I think as a whole, your store needs a good scrubbing. So let's go through it. And some of this stuff can be done in bulk. So it's one of those things you could sit down with your computer, watch some TV, watch a movie, and change all your return policy in bulk. It'll take you a little bit.
You've done that, I think you did it in different times, and it was hard to get back to some of the other things. I think that's the whole issue.
Right. So I wouldn't even try and figure out which ones are right and wrong. You just change every one of them. So you go through it, and I think you can go through it
500.
Yeah. And you just change it. And so because I'll show you, for instance, let's move on to this one. Okay. So this wizard costume, this wizard woman's costume, when I look at the pictures, I kind of see the packaging in this one, and I see it a little bit more, and then I see that, and that's it. Where's the costume? Where's the picture of the costume? And you want to see that. Plus, you need, I always tell this to my assistant, especially my teenage assistant who takes my pictures, you need to give things a little room to breathe. So if I took a picture of the CD like this, it is way too close. This is even too close. Give it just a little room to breathe around the whole thing. All you have in this listing is 3 very up close pictures. You don't even see the full packaging. And I noticed based on, I could tell these are older, these are newer. You have a variety of shapes and sizes to your pictures. So what you're taking pictures with now, is it a camera or is it a phone?
A camera.
Does it have a square setting? That'd be the 1 semicolon 1.
It may.
I don't think so.
We'll find out about that.
Okay. And how old or new are the cell phones you guys have?
New cell phones.
I just got a brand new one.
What do you iPhone or Android?
Android.
I cannot help you with that, but I gotta imagine if you got a new one.
Oh yeah.
What cameras on that is going to be better than your digital?
Okay.
Unless your digital's brand new.
Last week. Yeah.
Yeah, and the pictures actually, we've taken pictures with both, and the color on the camera is better.
Oh,
on the phone is better.
Yeah, my mom, when she got her 11, she was like, whoa, because she had like an iPhone 7 or something. She was blown away. And so what I would definitely want you to do is start taking them with your phone, because it's a much better camera. You'll have a square setting and you'll fill the whole space. Now, this is one of those items. So I see 30-day returns. I'm like, all right, we'll talk about 60. And then I go to look at international shipping, and there is none. So I thought, you guys don't ship international?
No, we do.
And, yeah. Well, some of your items you have it and some you don't. And so I'm like, oh my. So this is one of the ones that does not have it.
Oh dear.
Okay. I wonder why that's happening. That's weird. That's kind of weird.
Probably because I did list similar to somebody else's.
Maybe.
That could do it. Okay, I absolutely, and pun intended, I absolutely love how you did this with the 2 mugs, because most people never think to do that. So you put the LO in the front and the VE. I love it. Great first picture. So good job. Yay.
Hey, that's 1, 3 to 1.
Now, the last item I just showed you that didn't have international shipping had 14-day return policy, and this one only 30-day, and this one only has a 14-day.
That was your original thing.
Yeah.
Old listing.
So this is where I would go through. I would switch all your stuff to 60 and just, do it 250 at a crack and just do them all. Don't try and figure out the ones that are right or wrong. Just do them all. And that way it'll be the quickest way to get to the uniform returns. And then going forward, you're good, Yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't have international shipping.
Now, I think if you retook this picture just the way it is, though, but retook it with a new camera, square it up, and get a little closer, I think it'd be even better. And we're going to talk about a dark background in a second. All right. Okay. So when you sell clothing, especially women's clothing, women want to see measurements, and the measurements they really need to see are bust, waist.
How come I'm surprised. Yeah, we usually have, because I sell a lot on mine, and we usually have that. Okay.
So all you have is hip and length. And I know bust is going to be the first thing every single woman looks at. Like, I'm a tall dude, but my height's in my torso. So when I go to buy a shirt, especially a used one, the first thing I read is the length. If it's not around 33 inches or longer, I'm just moving on because that's where I like my length. And if I don't see it, I'm also moving on because I'm like, oh, they couldn't take the 2 seconds to measure the length. I'm moving on. So make sure you have that uniformity of chest measurement, waist measurement, hip measurement, especially on dresses.
And blouses and stuff.
Yep. All righty. So this cute little thing, again, this was another one where I got here and I'm like, where's the international shipping?
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we got these.
And is this thing heavy?
Not particularly.
Okay, because for your shipping for domestic, you have Parcel Select Ground. And Parcel Select Ground, with the last round of pricing changes, it's not even, I don't even know why they have it anymore, because Priority and Parcel Select Ground is always within 50 cents of each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know.
Well, I had a lot of people asking, can't you ship it cheaper? And I knew that one said economy. So what I usually do is I ship it Priority.
But you're hurting yourself by only having Parcel Select Ground as your listing, because when people look up, so if 10 people had this little box, you'll be at the bottom because you'll have the slowest shipping. So you want to do yourself a favor and don't worry about whiners who want cheaper shipping. They obviously either just love to whine or they have no clue how much shipping costs nowadays. So for them, you just say, hey, here's the reality. If you want it, here's what it costs. And my mom had a good tip. I spaced on this. All your clothing doesn't have centimeters either. Don't forget, we're the only fools who use inches. The rest of the world uses centimeters.
Oh, okay. 2.54 multiplied by 2.54.
Yeah, so almost every single tape measure will have it on the same side, or like this one. I don't know if you're going to see it. It's got it on opposite, so just flip it over. But this way, your foreign customers don't have to take that second or two to go convert, because if I was a foreign customer, I'm like, nope, I'll just find someone who already did it.
Right. Good.
That's what I've been doing on mine recently.
All right. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you have a lot of items, but you guys have a lot of white items and light colored, and you really would benefit from a dark background and good lighting. This is a nice butter dish. However, and most of us right now are watching on a monitor like you guys are. On a phone, on this white background, you don't see hardly anything.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of like on
yeah. I thought we were told to put them on white.
Okay, so here's the deal. So too funny. eBay said that, but I'm like, you cannot take a pair of white jeans on a white background. You just cannot take a picture and anything white. And so Debbie just told me that, was it Google? I think it was Google. They on a call she was on said, yeah, we don't care. You can have a black background. I would definitely keep it light gray or white on most things, but anything white, it needs to pop and it gets lost on a white background.
She used to have a blue background on that box.
I saw that and I like that. And that would even be better than the white on this one.
Those are really old listings.
Yeah, I liked the blue, but then I was told do it white. So I'm like,
well, we started listing on Amazon. Amazon you have to have a white background.
Yeah, Amazon's a little bit of a different beast, but on eBay, I have all my white stuff. And if I'm selling glassware, I don't have glassware right now here, do I? Glassware looks much better on a black background than a white. Okay. Also, I don't know my flowers, but I think it would help you sell this if we could figure out what these flowers are.
It's a blue flower.
Yeah, I don't think people search blue flowers. Now, I don't know how old this listing is, but look, I can't make this picture bigger. This picture is so small. It was like, okay, so when I take a picture of my iPhone, it's 3,000 by 3,000, the pixels. This picture is 640 by 480. That is even below what they want for the minimum standard of 500 by 500.
Wonder how that happened.
So I'm guessing very old listing is my thought.
No, it wasn't. That's why I'm confused.
Really?
Yeah. I have bed setting on the camera.
I'm not a photographer. I can tell you that.
And you don't have to be, but that's why I'm here to help. And if you haven't watched my photo web class here on the Secret Beach, go watch that or rewatch it. But let's do an experiment. take your phone, get a nice black background, and redo with your phone and a black background, and then let's compare and contrast the two next week to look at the difference.
Very good.
Yeah, there were quite a few pictures I couldn't enlarge, and I'm like, oh my, they are so tiny. They're so tiny.
Mini pictures.
Yes, mini pictures. All right, so where are we at here? Okay. Just like the costume, there's no room for this to breathe. So we only see the front and this little smidge of, I don't even know what this is. There's no back. There, you got to back up a little bit and show the whole thing because you're also protecting yourself. Oh, there's a big rip in the back that ripped into the patterns. And then you say, no, there isn't. And then eBay says, well, prove it. And you can't because you don't have that picture. Now, the likelihood of those things happening are small, but we've all had that customer who's tried to pull a fast one. So protect yourself by making sure you have all the pictures you need.
Customer pulling a fast one? Oh, please. How could that be?
All right, what's the next here? Okay, this was another one. This picture also was 640 by 480.
Oh, how did that get so small?
Now, I wanted to see a straight on shot of the police booth. And you have that, and no real straight on. We're like 3/4 here, but not straight on. So make sure when you have a focal point, this police booth, you have at least one good straight on shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I think's going on here, because someone mentioned the Secret Beach, it's an homage to Starry Night, kind of combined with the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Right.
I don't think it's either one of them. If whoever owns Van Gogh's rights and whoever owns Doctor Who's rights, if they want to be an ass, they could. If you use those things, they could have your listing pulled. I don't think anyone's going to, but that's what this mug represents.
I don't think Van Gogh's heard about that yet. But
I did not have my snare ready. Yeah. Okay. So make sure you have one good straight on shot. I do like this shot because it shows the handle. So I do like you do want this shot. Just make sure you have a good straight on shot also. Speaking of the right first shot. Side of Santa Claus is not the right first shot.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
and then the second shot is the back of Santa. It takes us 3 pictures to get to the front of Santa Claus.
There you go.
Now, of course, this is just, I did a listing yesterday that when I looked at it, I went, oh, whoops, it was tennis shoes. And I didn't rearrange my photos. And the first shot was looking down the shoe. It happens.
Background.
But make sure when you're listing, you kind of look at those things. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I want front of Santa Claus to be the front shot.
Yeah, or when they're sideways.
Yeah, that's
kind of cute, actually. It's kind of cool thing.
He's very cool, but that's a lot
very old.
Okay. You are so far away from this cake plate when you're taking this picture. And okay, so we don't have it square. So all this space, you've given up real estate. And then you have all this space around it. We go from you need a little more room to breathe to way too much room to breathe because this is a badass cake plate. But the opening photo, and I implore you tonight, go look at this listing on your phone. You can't really see what's going on. And you want that first shot to hit them. You want to see it because this is a cool cake plate. Look at this. We got Tiki's. We got Little Mermaid. We got Stitch. We got Mickey Minnie. And I don't mind this angle, but you need to be closer and come down a little bit.
That's the Grand Canyon view, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, I like that term. Yes.
That's the setting on our camera, the Grand Canyon setting.
There's my nerds. And I say that lovingly, Jess, because I don't know Doctor Who. There was a Van Gogh episode of Doctor Who. Ta-da! I didn't know that because I know enough just to list things. But also, I don't know if you did a copy a title, but look at all these capitals. Get rid of all the capitals. And the one thing I noticed, you like putting measurements in your titles, and measurements aren't normally needed. There are a few things. So I would save the measurements for down below. You do have Ariel, but you definitely want the Little Mermaid because that'll be more eyes than just Ariel. And you got Mickey, but no Minnie. So yeah, get rid of the measurements out of your title and get those down below, because that's the other thing. Look, I love short but sweet descriptions. Y'all take it to a level I ain't never seen. There ain't nothing being really told here. All right. So here's where your measurements should be. So here's my $1 million question.
I'm short and she's sweet.
Is this plastic? Is this ceramic? Is this metal?
It's like Melmac.
Okay, well, you don't say that anywhere.
Yeah.
So you gotta tell people, because people don't know. That's what should be in the description. Don't need that in the title. Definitely need that in the subscription. In the description.
Hey, I got it.
Subscription. What the heck?
But yeah, get about this. This is a cool plate. Like if we had cakes on the norm, we would have bought this. But we don't have cakes on the norm. So we don't need it. But I liked it. I loved it. But I want you to sell it because it's a cool piece. Hell yeah. That's a cool piece. All right. All right.
Badass. I like that. Badass.
Okay, so here's another one where you want those measurements so front and center. You want to make sure everyone knows how big or small it is. So get rid of those measurements. And that heart in the parentheses, I know what you did there, and I totally get it. But that parentheses next to that measurements, that's just a really, really confusing title. So get rid of the heart in parentheses. I love Australia. Child's plush backpack. Koala bear, because if people look up koala bear, if you don't have bear, yours won't show up. And I do like it on the blue. Do you have grandkids that you guys see?
No.
Okay.
Down.
I'll say, if you have a kid anywhere, throw this on the kid's back. You don't need to even see the
yeah. We can borrow.
Can I put $1? Then I have to put the doll on.
Because it's a little hard. You said kids, and I can imagine it smaller, but it's hard to comprehend without a kid wearing it. And I know some people don't want their kids on the internet, but this is great. You just need the back of a kid wearing it. You don't even need to see the dang kid all that much. Right. But it'll give people, it'll give parents some idea of the size of it, because it's really hard. Now, I know you put the measurements in, but still, people don't. I mean, my best story, I should probably bring it over to the office. I bought a painting that I thought was this size, and when it showed up, it was this size. Now, the measurements were there. I just kind of missed them. Most people are going to miss them whether they're there or not anyway. So get it out of your title, because it just it's too big. It's taking up too much space.
Sure.
So Debbie's trying to get me to buy your cake plate and saying I can use it for sandwiches or cupcakes. Look at you, Debbie. Look at you being an enabler, Debbie.
We put the measurements in like one time we had this dog bed. It was a Murphy bed for a dog with a picture of a dog, and we had it on this is on Craigslist, and people kept on saying, "Is it a queen or a king size bed?"
Look, I was a dumb customer. We all are going to have dumb customers, but and we do a lot of what we do. We have to do it because of the lowest common denominator to cover our ass to do. But sometimes you move it to the description. That's where your measurement should be. There's very few times. And the next time I have something that you need a measurement in the title, I'll drop in the secret beach, because it's very few times you really need in the title. The only thing I can think of on the norm is the size of records, whether it's a 7-inch or 12-inch. That's about the only thing on the norm that I can think of. But yeah, but the other important thing is koala bear, because the second someone types bear, koala bear, you're not in there anymore because bear is not in your title.
There you go.
Wow.
It's barely visible.
Really?
All right. Okay. So this one you had me scratching my head. Now, I'm assuming the two of you have bought pants in your life, yeah? Okay, the measurement for pants is waist and inseam. You guys did the outside length of the pant leg. That's not a measurement.
Oh, when did you do that one? Must be an old movie too.
That's Tim's house. That was a long time ago.
Oh, that was yeah.
That's probably 2013. Yeah.
Why
congrats. I have never seen that measurement before.
Me either. I'm like,
it was so long in the garage.
I don't know. Like, really?
Yeah, I didn't know about that stuff.
Oh.
Now, the other thing I noticed, so here's what you do say to your description. Tag says Etch's letter. I'm guessing that's the brand. So let me go back up here. I want to look at the tag in your pictures. There is none.
Oh, that tag. You mean the missing one?
Yes, because also if that's the brand, why isn't that in your title? So I think this listing should be redone.
That's an ancient one. I think that
because leather pants are a good seller. If they've been there that long, let's redo this listing. Fresh pictures, the right measurements. Let's get the brand in the title. Absolutely. Because also, even though I don't think we're going to have Halloween like we've been used to Halloween, this could be good for a biker costume or the leather guy in the Village People. You know, you've got a lot of options coming up going into October.
Perfect.
Last week I started redoing the 2013. There was several of them, and I started redoing them. And I actually sold something a couple of days later because I redid it.
All right, now here's a prime example. This is just white on white. This is so hard to see. Now, but the thing I really wanted to point out about this one, when you have two things that are exactly the same, usually it's salt and pepper shakers. In this case, you got two creamers. Don't put them both facing the same way. They look the exact same.
Exactly.
One should have been facing this way and one's facing this way.
Yeah, sure.
That way, in your opening picture, you see majority of the angles of this item, front and side. So kind of like you did here, which this is a adorable picture, by the way. But turn one of them this way in the opening shot. Same with shoes. You don't need to put shoes the same way because they're the same damn shoe.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we saw that. Yeah.
Make your levels. And then definitely good lighting and a black background. These will pop so nicely. So nicely.
Those are cool. We have a black background.
Goes on the back.
Now, here's my other question. I am not a coffee drinker. Would anyone ever need two creamers?
I don't know.
Only if it was a big party.
See, that was my other thought. So, salt and pepper shaker, obviously you need one of each.
Well, they're little, so they're more like per person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, I would go one and they'd say you have two of them.
Yeah. But I think, of course, again, better pictures would really help sell the item.
Got it. Be my black belt.
Oh, and back to our backpack. Susan said remove very soft in the title. Yeah, very soft. I would actually put that in the description. And I understand why you said that because I could tell that was super soft. But no one's searching that in the title. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. So before I get to the last one I want to talk about, two questions. All right. Y'all are hanging the Secret Beach. You have over 4,700 items. Zero music? Nothing?
No on my
oh, it's on the other store?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute. I've never seen any store without any music. I was like, and then it hurt my heart. I'm like, where's the music?
I've got the music on my
right. So we'll do your other store at a later date because I love to see the music. And here's the last thing that I noticed. It took me a while to notice. No best offer on any of your items.
We tried. She got tired of that, and I think she.
So in this store, guys, here's what I think. I think you got some cute things, but I think you have a lot of low price things where you're doing all this work. Where if you would actually have higher price things, you do the same amount of work but make more money. And you have all these old listings, and I think these 4,700 listings could be pared down. And when I say pared down, I don't mean get rid of them. I mean, all right, let's take this group of plushes and put them all together. Let's take this group of things and put them all together. I want to see you make more money with less time involved. That's kind of the goal always. I had an amazing weekend of sales. And the one thing I'm going to be sharing is this picture. Okay. So here are my CD sales for the weekend. And although it doesn't look like much, we're looking at $25 CD, $85 CD, $175 CD, about $450 CDs. This is a lot of money right here. And so I used to sell $3 CDs. And I felt like looking at a lot of things in your store is like I used to be. I would sell a ton of $3 CDs and I would make, and this is way back in the day when I would make a good amount of money. But then I realized, It takes the same amount of work to list a $20 CD, and I make a lot more money. So no more $3 CDs. Bye-bye. So I want you guys to be profitable. And so I think if you put some things together, up your prices, add best offer, people love to haggle. Look at my mom. My mom and dad haggle all weekend long, every weekend. And so I don't mind just buying something, and some people just buy whatever, I'll never haggle them. But those people who love to haggle, they don't get the chance with you, and they might move on. So it's one of those things I say, do it. Okay. This has never happened before, so it's going to happen tonight. First, I'm going to ask, where is the video? Now, for those of you who don't know what these are.
That's an old one. We do not. That should have a video.
Yeah, what?
All right, ready? Here's mine.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got more. And then I got an Easter one.
That's an old one. We just didn't. Yeah, we put videos on several of them, but
now I've never done this before, but in the middle of a store review, I don't have this one, so I need it. There you go. There, you just sold an item. Ooh.
Hope I can find it.
Now we got to go find it. Now, nice work, Jason. Thank you.
No, but this is now those of you who didn't know these things, which I absolutely love.
Those are totally cool.
If you don't know, it does these fun singing things, and the more you squeeze it, it changes the note and the pitch. And then if you don't touch it for a little while, it goes goodbye.
Yes.
Okay, so this one just said hello. So this is the prime reason we do videos for this kind of product, because if you don't know how cool these guys are, you would never know. And so if someone just saw this, they might just think regular plush, moving on. The second I squeezed my first one, I fell in love. And every time I don't ever buy them new, but if I see them out thrifting, I pick them up.
Yeah, I actually sold several of them.
Yeah, they're great. But yeah, you show a video, that's game changer. Game changer.
Yeah.
We gotta do some more videos.
Yeah, we have several that have videos,
but you don't have to do this one because I just bought it from you. But you do got to find it.
You got to find it. How's that working for you? No, just kidding.
Yeah. We moved last fall, and it's been really awful.
Yeah, it was the move from hell, but it is what it is. Here we are.
We're settled.
We're settled.
So Marisa wants to know how many listings you have in your other store.
I've got about 500 listings in my other eBay store, and then on Amazon we have about 2,000. We've done a lot of recently on our Amazon. We've done a lot of patterns because they're like so easy to put them on there, like boom, boom, boom. But now again, if it's there, you put it on. If it's not there, I can't list them on Amazon. I got to put them on eBay. It is what it is.
All right, so yeah, I want you guys to look at the listings in the store. You said you're cleaning them up. I think some need to be combined. I do think some need to be just pulled, because why pay for things that have sat for 7 years and no one's going to want? Also, when we can have them, I think a lot of your stuff would be great in a garage sale, because you do have a lot of stuff that you can call out by name, and I think you could clean out a lot of stuff with a good garage sale. If you watch the garage sale presentation here in the Secret Beach, it shows you how to set it up properly, because most people do it so poorly. But when I do mine, I make a couple thousand from a garage sale just because I stage it properly, I advertise it properly, and those are keys to having a good garage sale.
Get that in the garage, though. I mean, our garage is
Hey, that looks familiar.
Actually, we prefer to just donate.
I might just get rid of
and that could be too. I don't want to see anyone spin their wheels, and so I think consolidating, definitely cleaning up, definitely fixing your return policy, all those things will help. And let's try pictures on the phone, because I think you'll have a lot better pictures.
Yeah, with my new camera.
Yep. Yeah.
I hope so.
Perfect.
All right, so there is our store review for money. So thank you guys for being on tonight. That was
Thank
great.
you very, very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for adding to my collection. I was so excited because a couple stores I've done, they've been fine stores with fine stuff, but nothing I wanted. And I like shopping. And so when I saw that guy, I'm like, oh, I don't have that one.
You do now.
I will in about 4 to 5 days, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, post office.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning
Thank
in.
you very much.
Linda, thank you. And we will see you guys soon. And stay tuned for the next announcement of the next cocktail party. I was thinking about that and working on that today. So that's coming very soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll see you later.